Good. One more time, just for warm up. Hopefully we're live. I forgot, man. Because I'm not sure if we're live. Let me check first. Because it's not showing here. Hopefully we're live. No, it's not showing. What happening? There you go. Hello, guys. Good. Hello, everyone. Good day to you. And today is Thursday, so today is Theory Day, Question and Answer Day here in YouTube. Alvindeleon, guitar teacher, guitarist, and we're gonna be talking about fretboard mastery, fretboard visualization. You know how to like really master our There you go. One more time. Second solo. All right, let's go to our lesson. Let's study the fretboard. This is fretboard visualization 101. Because if we talk about fretboard mastery, it's kind of a really big topic, I can say. But today, we're going to be talking about like tips and some hack in a way for you to be able to master it. When I say master it, it's more of like knowing all the notes on the fingerboard, and also when we say master, it's a big word, right? Just focusing on how we look at the fingerboard. So when we press a note as a C note, you know it already. But also, what notes goes together with that C note. So that's a big topic. But today, since this is 101, just the basics and where to start if you're having problem with memorizing the fingerboard. So if you're having problem memorizing the fingerboard, maybe this lesson will help you. 6 strings, 72 notes, it's all in there. Yeah, it's all in there. Um, but we just need to like really know all the notes on the fingerboard, and because knowing the notes on the fingerboard is very important when you're serious about, let's say, improvisation, creating guitar music, or when you're playing by ear, like myself, I always play by ear. Sometimes, when I buy lessons from, my favorite guitar players, they have tabs, they have everything there, which is, it's okay because you're learning. But when I play music, when I transcribe my stuff here in YouTube, I usually do it by ear. So most of the stuff that I post, I think, especially with the Filipino community, I think I'm the only one who's like really doing it because it's my own transcription. Listening it by ear, watching the live, and then try to transcribe it. And that helps a lot, when you know your fingerboard and you understand the relationship with each and every note. Yeah. How I play power chords, energy blend. Power chords is the 1 and 5. Let's say like that. If you have understanding of this is the 1/8, this is the 5th, that's what we call power chord. It's called power chord, but because it doesn't have the third. What is the third? The third is what gives the chord the major or the minor tonality. So if you have a power chord which is the 1, A, and the 5th, then 1, you only have that, what we call power chord. It doesn't really say if it's a major or minor. But once you put the major third, now it sounds happy, or it sounds fuller in a way, and that's what we call major. Now that major third, it goes down. Now it sounds like minor. It's kind of sad. It's kind of mysterious. So that's the importance of knowing your fingerboard, and you can do that on all of this. You have the A there. If you want the major, if you want the minor, right? If you want the diminished, if you want it augmented, right? And that is because of the theory. I can play it here. I can play augmented also here, which is sharp 5. So that is what I call like really knowing your notes on the fingerboard. Now, we should start with the basic, and the basic, if you're into really memorizing it, I call it string sets, and try to memorize sets of strings only. Try to memorize maybe just 1 or 2 strings. Okay? And start with the, let's start, I'll take out let's start with the 6 string there. Right? I don't know if you can see it, but we have those fretboard markers that will help us with our study, right? So we usually, my students usually starts with let's say this is E, so E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. That's it. So we have E here, we have F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Alright? And that's just what we call that's a Phrygian mode, but just talking about E, F, G, A, B. There's no sharp, there's no flats. Okay? So we just memorize that at first. So we have E here, first fret, F, G, A, B. If you want to go C sharp even, you can, if you want to like just start with that, all the markers, but like I've said, no sharps, no flats, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. So 8th fret is C, 10th fret is D, and then 12th fret is E. Okay? Now once you get that, you memorize that 6th string. It's the same as this part. This part of the guitar is perfectly the same as this part. So the 12th fret is the open string, and here it's the same. So when you press it like that, it's just a octave higher. Okay. Now you play the same thing: E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. So if you have 24 frets there, So it's the same as this part. So knowing that, you already memorize one string, the fingerboard. Now the next step after memorizing that is what we call the octave. Octaves are important because these are the same notes, but uh, one octave, or it's higher. It's just higher. So we have E here, we have here, and then we have E there. So it's all E, all fret, then 24 fret, right? Now we will study the octave like this. So if this is the E, we skip one string, we skip the fifth string, and then we get that second fret, fourth string. So this is what we call octave. Okay? Now the way we visualize this is E is open, and then skip one fret, and then go to the next string, or the fourth string in this case. When we move to F, you see this is F, skip one fret, and then you play the fourth string there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 frets there. So this is octave. Now the beauty about using octave when you're starting out is you will be able to memorize two strings already. If you memorize the sixth string, which is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, you will be able to memorize also the fourth string. Okay, so we will start with that. And one more thing, if you memorize the sixth string, you already memorized the first string because they're the same E, just an octave. So E here, F, F, G, G, A, E, and so on and so forth. So you already got two strings already when you memorize the sixth string. So that's the beauty with that one, because we have E here and then we have E there. Right? Now the next is the fourth string, and we will do this: F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then just move again: F, G, A, B, C, D, and so forth. Okay? You got that? So we have this shape. So the first thing that we have to remember, or we have to memorize, is just the sixth string. If we have the sixth string, we also have the first string. So F, F, G, G, and so on, right? And if we connect those, I call this the triangle, like octaves, because it works like this. We have F here, we have F there on the fourth string, then we have F also there. And you see it forms like a triangle shape there. So we have, and it's a good exercise also. Right? That's the shape that you'll be having there. So if you start with the first sixth string, then you go to the fourth string, and then you go to the first string there. So we have F, F, F. So already, if you start with the octave principle in memorizing the notes, Simon Singer, hello. You will be able to memorize your notes easily. Okay? Mind you, when you're studying guitar, it's more of visualization. Now the thing with guitar, with the piano, we have that black and white keys. With this, we don't have. So it's more of shapes, right? And how you really see it. The thing, we always start with, say, boxes, pentatonic, right? But we don't know that this is A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, right? So all those notes, we don't know the notes usually when we're starting out. And what I'm teaching right now is for you to know the notes, because it's very important, especially when you go like advanced or you want to improvise, create your own solos, that you really know all the notes on the fingerboard. Some people argue like, I don't need to study all the notes on the fingerboard. I just use my ears and just play that. Yeah, it's okay. Also, I've been there, but to be honest, this will really help you, especially when you're transcribing, you're copying solos, like what I'm doing, creating solos, and improvisation. Yeah, because once you learn the notes on the fingerboard, once you learn the um, relationship within each note, then it's fairly easy for you to have like the power to express your feelings, emotion, whatever. Because music is all about that on your guitar, right? Now, once we memorize that, we memorize the sixth string. We memorize already all the fourth string because you can see it. Oh, this is a G. That's a G also, right? And that's a G also. So that's all G. So anywhere on the fingerboard, oh, that's a D. This is a D. That's a D. So it's getting easier and easier. The one more thing, starting without sharps is good because let's say this is F, and then when you go half step, that's F sharp, and then you get the octave. So you have F sharp here and F sharp there, right? So F sharp, and already here is F sharp. Then you go here on the octave also. So you will really have lots of grounds with this principle of the octave. And then when we go to the fifth string, and I talked about string sets, right? So you start on the first string, and you already get a sixth string, and you already get the first string, and you also get the fourth string. Now, when you go to the fifth string, you will get the third string. So you only memorize one or two at first, like I've said, and you already got five strings. And this is the one that is different. The second string, I will explain it later. Okay, that string is different. The reason is everything is tuned in fourths. This is A, E, E, F, G, A. So that's fourth, E to sixth string to fifth string, right? Then fifth string to fourth string is A, B, C, D. Fourth again. And then third string to fourth string, fourth string to third string, sorry, is D, E, F, G. So fourth again. So everything in fourth. But when you go to the third string to second string, G, A, B. It's third. So that's the reason why some guitar players like Tom Quayle, also I think Alex Hutchings did that also. They changed the tuning to C and F because they want to have all perfect fourths. I hope that was the case when the guitar was invented and it was tuned like that, but it's not. So the problem with the tuning, if you're not an artist and you're doing covers like me and doing transcription, no one is actually tuning like that. Only artists and only people like creating their own music tune the guitar like that. So I don't know, many years ago already, people are used to this tuning. So if you're studying guitar, we have no choice. But that's the thing. We just have to remember that that second string is different from the rest. Because second string to first string is B, C, D, E. Now it's tuned in fourths again. So that's the crazy thing about the guitar. There's this third interval from the third string to second string. That's for me. When I was starting out, I also thought about like why is the tuning like that? It's crazy, and I don't know also why the tuning is like that. It's just people use that tuning since even Renaissance. I studied classical Renaissance period. They're already the guitar is already tuned like this: E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay. Now someone is asking with this one, Garcel Andre. This is called Performax. It's from Italy. I'm not an endorser, but I really like this one. I hope it's available already because it was out of stock. Performax guitar support, so just check that out. I think it's around 150 euros when I bought it at that time. Okay, 100, including, I don't know if it's including shipping or not, but around that price. Well, it's good. It's good. Performax. Hello to Lisbeth 2024. Hello. Okay, so once we know that principle, we apply that on the fifth string. So we have the A, yeah, and then if you want to B, yeah. So we take all the without sharps and flats, right? A, B, C, third fret, D, the fifth, E, okay, then F, then G, then A. Right. So we just memorize that A, B, C, D, and G, A. First 0, open. Second fret, third fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, eighth fret, 10th fret, and then 12th fret. Then you just repeat the same thing. Like I've said, this same as this one. So we have A, F, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Nice intonation with the guitar. That's good. And once you memorize that, we will do the same principle as what we did on the sixth string. So we do octaves. A on the third string. We skip one string, we skip one fret, and then play the octave. We have B here, then we have B there. We have C here, we have C there. Right? Then we have B here, B there. Now, it's kind of confusing if I teach you like the triangle before, because like I've said, the second string is different. But I taught you the triangle like this, right? So G, 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 right? A on the sixth string. Now, can we do that on the fifth string? We can, but it has a different interval. So what will happen here is, let's say we play C here on the fifth string, and then we play also C here on the third string. Same principle of the skip one fret, skip one string, and then play that. And then if we want to do this, the next is, it's not a triangle but octave higher, and we do that on the C. We skip on the second string, but don't worry about it. We will do something else, okay? So that it's more of like uniform, or it has a pattern, okay? So we will not break the pattern yet. So we're focusing only on the sixth string and fifth string, and then we were doing this pattern of octaves. So if you do that, alright. But I like the sixth string because of the triangle, right? Alright. So once you get those two, sixth and fifth string, you're already, finished with all your strings. What? Yes. Except the B string, which is our, like I've said, different interval, which is the third. But if you understand what I taught you, you already memorized sixth, fifth, fourth, third, and first string. The remaining one is the second string. Yes, you already got it. If you press A here, right? Now you get the octave that we have A here, fourth string. And then I told you the triangle, we have A here. If you go down here, you have the D, and then you just go D on the third string. So what's left is the second string. So you already memorized all the notes on the 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. So this is the basics so that you can have something to start with. Now let's go with the second string. How will we do on the second string? So we can memorize the whole fingerboard now. You will memorize the fourth string, which is easy now. because you can visualize the fourth string how you visualize also the sixth string, because you're doing this F, so this is F, this is G, this is G, right? So now you can easily like, oh, this is D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, without sharps and flats first. That's the easiest way. And looking at it, as you can see, if you know you're kind of like, I don't want to master like all the notes. Okay, just master three strings, sixth string, fifth string, and fourth string. Like really memorize all the notes here, and it's fairly easy to navigate with the other ones. Like I've said, you'll be using octaves. But on the third string, we always skip, right? Skip one string and then skip one fret. But on the second string, what we'll do is skip 2 frets. So if this is E, skip 2 frets and then you play the second string. Why? Because the tuning of the second string is in thirds. The tuning of everything except that third or second string is third, right? Everything is in fourths. So we need to move it 1 fret higher. And that's the reason that's changing every time you're playing. On the second string, you have 2 frets. I will explain it again. This is G, and then the octave is skip 1 string, and then you go to the next, the 4th string. So we have that G. Right? This is C, skip 1 string, and then 1 fret, and we have that C octave on the 3rd string. Now, when we go to the 4th string, this is F. Because you're targeting that second string, you cannot do the same because it will be out of tune, right? Because this is third interval only, so you need to put 1 more, and then you got your octave. Okay? And when you move to the 3rd string, since it's gonna be the same thing. So the shape is let's call it 1 3, okay, 6th string, 5th string, and then goes 1 4, and then goes 1 4. If you get that, then you're mostly done and you memorize all the notes on the fingerboard. Good day to Alan Manolas Castro, hello. And I'm not doing any songs. It's more of a lesson today. Please, I can press notification bell. Thank you so much, Mom Liz. Good day into the Filipino guitar community. Yes, Monster Mon Robles. What do you think is the issue here for soloists? You practice a lot to guitar solo with the other tracks, then you forgot to play it on your band at the live show. Yeah, mastery. Usually when we practice solos, we practice live, right? Let's say this one. We practice. And what we're practicing is mostly when you're starting out, or I need to press it on 12, then I move to 13, and then go to 15. We're practicing by tabs, and we're practicing by positions. When you get, when you play and you play, because I was in the show band also for many, many years. I also played in Japan. I played in Japan. I played in Dubai as well. I played in with many bands as a show band. Someone with dancing, girls dancing, or weird dancing as well while playing. So that's the start. But when you get used to it, when you play, you actually connect your ears with the guitar, and at the same time, you really know what you're playing. Like on the first part, I play G, then A, and then bend there. Back to A, right? That's a D. That's a G, right? And you will memorize all the notes and scales with regards to the key, like G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And you will see that it's all connected while you and that's the reason why I'm teaching you this mastery of the fretboard, because if you understand this, it's like it's all lighting up when you have a key and when you have a solo. Sometimes you make a mistake, but you can improvise in a way that it will still sound good. If you know what I'm saying, that let's say you can add some note, you can even improvise, but because you have already the notes here on the fingerboard, and you know already that this note goes well with this chord, and that's kind of advanced. The difference between that and someone who's starting out, who's just memorizing the places, the fingers, and the numbers on the fretboard, is like, oh, what is it again? Yeah, I have to hit the word, and then messes it up, and then it's hard to memorize, because I've been there. It's hard to memorize if you don't know your fingerboard. You're always like, first finger here, then you go here, and then you go here. Then you talk about this here and here and here. Nowadays, when I study solos, when I work on solos, I really know the notes. Like this one goes like. I really know like it's gonna be bending on the F sharp there, so it's really easier to memorize, and not just memorize, internalize in a way, and master it. Even I forgot the solo, I have the hit in my head, and I know the key. I can maybe just improvise on this solo, and it will not sound bad at all, I can say. So that's the thing. So we need to memorize the fingerboard and the relationship between the chords and scales. And that's the reason why I'm doing the fretboard mastery one-on-one, using simple octaves. And there's a lot more. If you understand my lesson today, you memorize all the notes on the fingerboard already. Anywhere, let's say, oh, this is a B, so we have a B here, we have a B here, we have a B here. Right? Well, also, it's a B here, there's a B here, there's a B here. So you can play all the B's now. All the B notes. B, 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 right? B, 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 B. And that's all the strings. 6th string B, 5th string B, 4th string B, 3rd string B, 2nd string B, 1st B. Starting out with just octave, you will get all the B's on the start of the 6th, B here also, B here also, B here also, B here also, right? B. All B's, because we can visualize it by the octave principle. So that's our first lesson, one-on-one. I said fretboard mastery one-on-one. Then we will do the next one next time, until we, there are other tricks like this one, triangle. This one I really like, because if you got that triangle, it's already 3 strings, guys. So B here, right? So B there, B there, B there. So it's B, B, B. And I can't stress enough how important this is, because I'm gonna be teaching in my language in Facebook, and they requested the modes. just to give you an idea how important this is, right? So let's say we have, because learning the modes, you have to be master of the notes in the fingerboard if you want to be really good with the modes. So I'm just putting a E drone here, just to give you an idea how important this is. E drone backing track, because we're on the E. And when you have control of your notes and understanding of the theory behind it, it goes well together, okay? If not, it's just a guessing game. But if you understand it, you're conscious about it, you can actually choose whatever you're feeling. Let's say you're feeling like angry, you're feeling like happy, you're feeling like, I don't know, sad. You can actually put it on the spot, play it on the spot. So this is just an E drone, right? Now, if I want to sound, let's say, I want to sound like Joe Satriani, I want to sound like Steve Vai, that kind of like a majestic sounding, solo, right? And knowing the notes of the fingerboard and knowing the theory, even one note, I can give you this. Just by playing one note, it's already sounding like, Steve Vai, Steve Vai, Joseph Triani, and they like Lydian mode. And that's the Lydian note. And if you know that on the whole fingerboard, of course, it will be. Something like that. And let's say I want to sound like I'm in Spain. So you have the sound of like a Spanish song, or I want to sound like that. I want it to be sounding like mysterious, or and then I can play one note and you will hear it already. Listen. E and one note only. Alright? And that's an F note. Just give you an idea of how good this is, mastering your fingerboard and mastering your theory. You don't need a lot of theory, just the important ones. And if I do the same, let's say tapping Steve Vai Lick with that key, that's also good. Listen. I want it to be like darker, and that's called the Freudian mode. I want it to be darker than that one. Maybe, okay, let's make it darker and listen to this one. Right? And now we're exploring, those, I posted it here, exotic scales, right? Which you can check, exotic scales, alvindeleon. We have those Japanese scales, we have those Hungarian, we have those double region, whatever. So many exotic scales there that I posted here. And that is merely, just note, changing one note. What if we like just like happy sounding scales? So we can just use Ionian, right? So happy. You want it a bit, sad? that's control, not only knowing the notes in the fingerboard, but also knowing the feeling of each note with regards to the E. So with regards to the A, it's going to be different. With regards to the D, it's going to be different. So of course, we have to study all the keys as well, and that's what we call modes. We will talk about modes also here, but it's really important. I will talk about this on Facebook in my language, but the thing is, we need to know the fingerboard, and we need to know the notes for us to understand modes. If not, you will see like other teachers teaching it. Oh, you just get the E major scale, and then you start from the second note, and you start from the third note, start from the fourth note, fifth note. Doesn't work like that. It will sound the same if you do that. Let's say E, we have E major scale. Listen, right? Now I'll start with the second note. I'll start with the third note. It doesn't really change the sound, right? It's the same E major scale because you don't understand how the mode works. It doesn't work like, just start on the third note, you start on the fourth note and finish on the fourth note, fifth note. That's what I did, but it's still sounding like a major scale. But the difference with what I did earlier, like I want to sound like that, like you can hear that it's very different from that major scale, even if I change it from the second note, third note, fourth note, whatever. Okay, it doesn't work like that. If you thought that modes work like it's easy, just memorize major scale and then just start. Even if I start, I'll start on the sixth, right? So it will sound like that. You need to have those target notes, and we will talk about that soon here. Just memorize your fingerboard because it's modes is about just one note, changing one note, and it changes everything like what I did earlier. I want to sound like Dorian, okay, and listen to this one. It will sound like a Dorian. Sounding like Phrygian. I want it to sound like jazzy, right? Like something, yeah, something jazzy. I will do that. Jazzy, I'd say dominant, yeah, bluesy, jazzy, anyway, or more of a blues maybe with this one. That's so nice. If I want to sound like I'm at home, that's how modes work. Mode is equal to mood. And if I don't know my notes on the fingerboard, how in the heck I can, pull that off and be able to play what I want to hear on my guitar. So if you like this lesson, I'll be doing more of this. Usually I do this Thursdays here in YouTube. We have that theory. Mondays of guitar solos with theory. Of course, it's very important so you understand how the solos are created. Tuesday the same thing, and then Thursday something like this. Okay, and if you have any requests, also you can do that. Um, um, Chillax, sino ka ba? He's asking who I am. I'm Alvindeleon, I'm a guitarist. I graduated in UP College of Music. And at that time, Prep De Castro is at PWU. We have the same teacher in a way, but I have more teachers in UP, of course. But his teacher also was my teacher. It was Joe Valdez. And he's asking if I'm an expert. I am an expert, and you are not, for sure. And that guy is called Chillax. And I have lots of people watching. I have lots of subscribers. So and also lots of people who do one-on-one with me. And of course, you don't have. And that's the thing. And yeah, you can do whatever you want, and you can comment whatever you want. But the thing, I'm doing this for many years, and for sure, I don't know what you're doing with your life, and you're just brave to do that. I don't care. Okay, so I hope you have a good life. Can you show us some killer pre-gen lead solo improvising exercise? Yep, Sienna Garcia. Hello. And that was what I said. If you know the notes, let's say the Phrygian, if you know this one. And what I like to do is get inspiration. Let's say Spain. I want to go to Spain. It's really close by here. And if you listen to flamenco, which I really like, and you will hear it like it's in a way classical, in combination of classical. I'll just show it. It sounds like it's sounding like that, and that inspiration is from that Freudian mode, and that's why I said it's called the Spanish scale. And in creating licks is creating maybe from inspiration. And if you listen to a lot of flamenco, and you will hear that kind of music, right? So lick wise, I like taking it from inspiration from now. Let's say the countries like Spain, they have really original music. You can also get it from, let's say, improvisation, like neoclassical sounding, right? It does that a lot, right? So depends on uh, what you like. If it's a Freudian, yeah, like Ingrid Malmsteen is a guitar player, you do that. If it's Lydian, yeah, listen to Steve Vai, listen to Van Halen also does that. Joseph Triani, okay, like that. Chillax definitely. I will check you out, and we have a community, and I will report you to YouTube. We have a community guidelines here. You're actually not good for the community guidelines, so definitely, guys, please report this guy. We don't need it here, not even in the whole YouTube community. So definitely we'll report that. Um, and who are you to say that? Have you proven your work? No, don't worry about it. Just report it to the YouTube. I will report it to the YouTube community, and hopefully it will be blocked. And you know, can create another. Um, Watching from Dinkiras, Ilocos Norte. Hello, Lars. I'm using Ampero 2 stage, so that's my favorite right now. I'm using Ampero 2 stage from Hotone. I can take it in. At the gigs, I use a Hotone Ampero Mini, and here I'm using Ampero 2 stage. Really good effects unit. I'm selling my Moore G300. One of our members in the community will buy it, and I'm selling it for half the price actually, and he got it when I go back to the Philippines for vacation. Yeah, that's our lesson today. Michael Bizarre, thank you so much. And I'm going to Facebook, but it's going to be in Tagalog, my language. And we're going to be talking more about modes. But here in YouTube, please guys, study the fretboard mastery and master your guitar. Again, for those who don't know me, I'm a guitar teacher. I also do a session. I also play alone, singing basic, pop songs, just for money, right? But I love it. It's fun. Mostly I do one-on-one lessons, and yeah, that's I graduated music in I can say the best school in the Philippines, and it's called University of the Philippines. So I studied there for 7 years, really focusing on music, not only guitar, but music in general. But yeah, my favorite instrument is the guitar. And now I'm sharing my knowledge and my experience for years and years playing with bands, and composing my own music. I have it on my Spotify. I have it also here in YouTube, and then now teaching solos. Although I have what we call focal hand dystonia, which is bad. Just search that. But I don't care. Music is not about because I cannot use my pinky that much. Sometimes I can use it sometimes. But it doesn't feel like check focal hand dystonia. Hopefully you will not get it. It's really bad. But anyway, I'm still playing and I can play. So hope to see you again. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe here. After my vacation in the Philippines, I will be launching something here and the other platforms, which is really cool. Hopefully, you subscribe. Also, in my Patreon, I have free stuff there, free backing tracks, free tabs, chords. If you love chords like me, free there. No, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay here. You don't have to pay here anything. You will learn. You don't have to pay in Patreon. You will learn. You don't have to pay anything anywhere, except if you want to pay and you want to support me. You can. And Patreon also. There are paid members there. Also, I have a pay hip store. You can pay, but if not, it's all good. Yeah. You learn and you know how to play really well. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Michael. And online studies available. Yeah, I do have lots of students from the US, mostly now US, and some Filipinos, all over the world. I have that. Yeah, just message me in Facebook and Instagram, and yeah. Thank you guys. Hope to see you again next time, and we will be talking about more about solos, about the guitar. And now I'm going to Facebook because I promised I'll be teaching modes there. So if you have time after this, I'll go straight there and we'll talk about modes and how to study modes. Have a great day, guys. See you. Ciao. Bye bye.